We've heard from Winifred Robinson.
It was a weekend of delays and cancellations at airports across the UK. A problem with the systems at air traffic control was to blame. So who'll compensate passengers and airlines for all those messed up trips? Saving the high street, new rules this spring were meant to stop new out-of-town developments. They haven't worked, it seems. And you may not be a wine connoisseur, but you could well be as good as one. The scientific experiment that tested the wine buffs and the ordinary drinkers and found they were all pretty good.
Find out more 12:04 in You and Yours. It's time now, though, to join the curmudgeonly author Ed Reardon, whose life is looking good for a change.
Ed Reardon's Week by Christopher Douglas and Andrew Nickolds. Episode 5, Intellectual Fireworks.
And the name's Reardon. I was just wondering if the Radio 4 writer-in-residence has been appointed yet, because there hasn't been much sign of the intellectual fireworks we were promised. I'll read you the job's description. It says, colourful, unpredictable, original and Reithian. And I'm afraid his late lordship would be as baffled as I, because there's been nary a squib apart from when Will Self attempted to put us right about postmodernism and... well, I'm sorry, but anything with redux in the title was never going to be any good, was it? Anyway, I'm putting down my marker as a candidate. You've got my number and my bank details in case you want me to start this weekend. But for the time being, you should know that I propose to look elsewhere for my fireworks by joining the general exodus to talk sport. Right, what's next on the list? Yes, I know you're hungry, Elgar, but I need you to support my application to become a trustee of the National Portrait Gallery. It's how cronyism works. I don't like it any more than you do. Dear member of the great and good, fill in egregious name later. I have had the honour to know Mr. Reardon for 16 and a half years. Oh, no, is that right, Elgar? I better check the diaries because I imagine they're quite hot on bogus claims. Oh, Lord, it's 10 to 12. We haven't started on our quid pro quo OBE nominations yet. 1990... Tuesday. My abiding problem throughout a long writing career has always been too much becoming modesty. It's why I've consistently been at the end of the queue for the gravy that dribbles so easily into the mouths and down the chins of other less deserving authors. I've never been asked to name my summer holiday reading, despite always having an up-to-date list ready, nor have I ever been invited to play in a celebrity cricket match. It's true that I was once approached for a favourable quotation by the Tandoori Palace in Sheffield, but it turned out they wanted Ray Reardon instead, and the complimentary boona was rescinded before I had time to withdraw the glowing encomium I'd awarded them. I have therefore decided, henceforth, to work on the principle that a squeaky wheel gets the oil, and seize every opportunity to announce my credentials as a high-net-worth individual. Results thus far have been mixed.
I'm sorry you missed out on that cocktail cruise down the canal, Mr. Reardon.
Sorry, Olive, what was that?
That competition in the Gazette. Still, you got mentioned as a runner-up, so that's good.
Thank you, Pearl.
What would you have done if you'd won it? It was for 2 and no cash equivalent.
He might have taken you, Stan.
I wouldn't have gone. He could ask me till he was blue in the face. Not that I'm homophobic. People can do what they like. I'm quite relaxed about it.
Oh, that's good, Stan, but as I didn't win, the point is moot. Should we perhaps move on to the novels of Mrs. Gaskell?
Have you gone in for this week's competition to name a duck?
As a matter of fact, I have, but...
So, what have you plumped for? I've gone for Mama Duck.
Well, I better not say anything for fear of hubris.
Hugh? Oh, that's not bad.
If it was Hugh Laurie, it'd be a lame duck. There you are, you can have that for nothing. When you win and your name's up in lights, you can thank me.
And if you do win, I won't be going to see the Yeoman of the Guard with you either.
Well, as it happens, Stan, a rather more lustrous glittering prize has come my way. I'll shortly be taking up a professorship at Much Wenlock Court, prestigious writing retreat.
There's a leaflet for that in the corridor.
How much Wenlock Court, I call it. 700 a week. And God help you if you opt for the single supplement.
Yes, it's expensive, but attracting that quality of professorial talent's bound to be. You get what you pay for.
That's why this course is cheaper than a swim, then.
Indeed. But I think this period of my life is drawing to a close. Sorry if that comes as a blow, but I appear to have stepped aboard the gravy train at last. Pretty hard to get off that once you're settled in with free Wi-Fi and at-seat service.
Mrs. Gaskell's had her marching orders then.
Well, who knows what the next stop will be after the Jaz Milvain Foundation. Princeton, perhaps, or at the very least a contentious Saturday essay on the Today programme about overuse of the historic present tense, fold-up bikes, I don't know.
Jaz Milvain, I thought you couldn't bear him.
Hated his guts, you said, and all his films.
They want piling onto a bonfire with him on top, burning, till his eyes pop like roast chestnuts.
Sure, I never said that.
No, that was me. And you can't have it. You never know what next week's competition in the Gazette's going to be.
The fact is, in academic life, one relishes the cut and thrust of healthy debate. Now then, what do people think of this Panama hat?
Age UK shop. He's serious about going up in the world.
Right, the bathroom's down the end, fire escape there, and these lights cut out after 10 seconds. There you go. Press the button in again.
Jaz, I can't see.
There you are. Pity of poor students.
Yes, conditions are rather monastic, still very good for the brain. Where are the professors' quarters?
This is it, mate. Here you are. Stunning view of this Shropshire countryside. About 3 or 4 days a year when the fog lifts.
It said on my letter of engagement that I had my own suite of rooms.
Creative writing. You could learn a lot from that. There's your ensuite. Torch hanging on the back of the door.
It doesn't appear to be working.
Of course not. Battery's not included. Thought you read your letter of engagement. Come on, I'll show you the commissary in the stable block. Put your wellies back on.
So exactly how far do I have to walk if I want a cup of tea in the night?
Just the other side of the Black Tarn. Fantastic fishing in there if you want to hire a rod in the village.
Ow!
Oh yeah, mind the cement mixer. Meant to get the place fixed up if the marriage lasted.
Which ex-Mrs. Milvain was that?
Oh God, I don't know. But that's why I did a deal with the Arts Council for the Jaz Milvain Foundation. Waste of time from a cultural perspective, but at least it'll stop her getting her grasping mitts on it.
Well, in view of the commercial ethos under which this enterprise is run, I'm sure you'll understand if I ask for half my fee up front.
I'm sure you'll understand if I tell you to jump in the Black Tarn. This is not some bloody rural idyll where you sit around pontificating in your straw hat, half-nude birds hanging on your every word. Most of them are over 70, and you're here to work, matey.
And what about you?
After my welcoming address, I shall be down the road at the Castle Hotel. Very good steak and ale pie. But don't bother trying to get in touch. For one thing, you can't get a signal.
This is the Felix Geoffrey agency.
You've got to get me out
no
of
one
this.
here right now, because Ping be in the country for the weekend. Arr! Back Thursday, so any probs before then, solve them thyself. Arr! Bye! Bye.
Monday, day 1 of my tenancy of Wildfell Hall. Or rather, what Wildfell Hall might have been like if all its original features had been ripped out and replaced with fire doors, carpet tiles and cheap plastic wash basins which creak if you so much as approach them with a toothbrush. Contrary to Jaz's warning, however, the students were of a variety of ages, also, as I would discover later, mental stability. All, though, were as one in their failure to appreciate literary firecrackers when they heard them. Dave hesitated in front of the booking clerk at Leicester railway station. Should he buy a £3 weekend saver ticket to London? Or continue to inhale the sickening, fetid stench of conformity pervading this irrelevant East Midlands town? On reflection, it might have been a mistake to schedule the reading from my 1976 novel, Who Would Fardels Bear, immediately after dinner. Still, I enjoyed the 3-hour seminar and strolled contentedly to bed, my path lit by 5-second bursts from my otherwise redundant phone. Eventually, night turned to day, not that you'd have noticed any difference in these parts, but fortified by a solid breakfast and the zeal to communicate, I assumed the professorial IKEA chair in the tutorial room, with its somewhat mystifying plenitude of Kleenex boxes. Mystifying, that is, until I realised that the appointment was less writer than psychotherapist in residence, as one after the other of my literary aspirants unburdened themselves about their marriages, their dogs, their ungrateful children, their insensitive workmates, their selfish sister in St Albans.
So what do you think I should do?
Well, you know, at 80 he could go on like that for another 10 years.
So you think think putting him in a home is the way to go.
Well, it's hard to say, Maureen. What does your sister think?
Oh, God, that's a whole nother story.
Good. Well, that's what we're here for, stories.
She says I never answer the phone, but when she calls, she never leaves a message. It's a complete catch-22.
Technically it isn't, but...
What she doesn't understand is I just cannot do everything.
Well, this behaviour could possibly be a cry for help on her part.
Oh, I'd never thought of it like that.
No, nor me till just a minute ago. But she might be trying to call you now.
Maybe I should go into the village at lunchtime, see if I can get a signal.
Worth a try, certainly. You couldn't get me a bottle of beer and some torch batteries while you're there, could you?
Yes, of course. Thank you very much, Professor. Sorry, am I early? Goodbye.
No, come in, Rosemary. We're finished.
Thank you.
Any developments regarding who stole your mug in the office?
Not as yet. Needless to say, the police are being useless. It's all right. I'm not going to cry on you again. People are being so unkind.
Just when I was starting to think that Oliver Sacks, or at least Pamela Stevenson, had better watch their psychotherapeutic backs, and after 5 successful consultations and 2 trips to the store cupboard for more Kleenexes, I met my match. Freud had his Wolfman. I had Ned Fox from cross-country trains.
It's the same with these TV executives. It's all a cosy little network. They're all in it for themselves, and the worse the programme, the bigger the payoff.
That could almost be me talking, Ned.
And they all went to Oxbridge and Cambridge, where they taught them how to nick ideas.
Yes, intellectual theft as well as stealing taxpayers' money. Couldn't agree more.
Guard on platform 5 on Peterborough Station. He's the worst of the lot. He stole Warhorse off me.
Really? While you were reading it in between stints with the whistle, or...?
No, it was my idea. And the boy in the pink pyjamas.
Wasn't it striped pyjamas?
But the film bosses tried to disguise it, but it was still mine. Second part of my war trilogy.
Ah, that's a great shame. But have you anything original and as yet unplagiarised that you'd like me to have a look at?
After what happened with All Quiet on the Western Front? You're joking me.
Oh, so that was yours too? Yeah, must say, you don't look 120. Injustice obviously agrees with you. You know, people think I'm only 58, so obviously my setbacks have had a beneficial effect too.
You're 59, I looked you up.
Ah, the trusty movie database.
No.
Where then?
Police National Computer. Our customer services has access to the mainframe at Hendon.
Oh, that sounds like a cosy little network, if ever there was one.
Don't try sarcasm with me, Professor.
Sorry.
You're sounding like my dad.
He must be a grand old age.
See, you're doing it again. Just to put me down and make me feel small. I am not a failure. Where are you going?
Just get another box of Kleenex. Not steal them, obviously. Back in a minute.
Is it dinner for 2, gents?
Yes.
No, it's dinner for 1. My friend has work to get back to. I'll have the pie again, please, and extra locally sourced broccoli this time.
Not a problem.
No, that's reached Shropshire, has it? Actually, there is a bit of a problem, Jaz. One of the students, I'm not sure he belongs on a writing course. He might be better off in a psychiatric unit.
Well, your writers are a bloody unhinged lot. What sort of symptoms is he exhibiting?
He's completely paranoid. He thinks everyone's stealing his ideas and there's a media-wide conspiracy against him.
Sounds exactly like you. You're always leaving me messages like that when you've had a few.
When was that?
All the time. Like when Miramax turned down that script of yours about the man who couldn't decide whether or not to live in Leicester.
Just because he didn't have a talking dolphin to consult.
Frankly, that might have given it a chance at Sundance. Anyway, that wasn't a conspiracy. It was just good taste. Don't take all those pistachios. Is this man dangerous?
Not so far.
Well, there you are. He's paid his money, and you, Professor Reardon, have a duty of care to see that he gets the Jaz Milvain Foundation for the Arts legendary bespoke mentoring service. Give the fire a poke. Got a slight draft round my ankles.
Why don't you try wearing socks?
Not if I want to remain a member of the Directors Guild.
I might take the poker back with me, just in case.
You'll do no such thing. You'll disarm him with your mastery of words. The language of Shakespeare. Now, where beeth my pie? Wench!
Oh, God, it's cold. Put another layer on. Oh, no, I've got all my clothes on already. Where's your cat when you need him to sleep on your head? What time is it? 2:30. Try and get some warmth off the phone. Ah, there you are, Elgar. Not much use grinning at me from behind the apps. Oh, I'll see if I can get some of these carpet tiles up. sleep under them.
I've been thinking about your story.
What? Is it Ned? It's 2:30 in the morning. I was asleep.
No, you weren't. You were vandalising your room. If I saw that sort of thing happening in one of my carriages, I'd come down on you so hard.
So, you were thinking about my story, however late it is?
Yeah. Why would Dave buy a weekend saver if he wasn't planning to come back to Leicester? Why wouldn't he just get a single?
Well, he didn't buy one anyway. That's the point. Dave couldn't do it. Even though a weekend saver would have been £2 cheaper. I thought my audience was all asleep.
They were. I wasn't. I was just pretending. Biding my time.
Until what?
You did your research then? More than most of them do. They always get railways wrong in films.
Yes, you're right there, Ned. Changing steam engines halfway through a journey, thinking people won't notice.
Murder on the Orient Express. They just let anybody on. Never mind all tickets and rail cards, please. It was... Ooh, that's a nice big feather boa. On you get, madam. Carry a leather trunk for you.
I may have misjudged you, Ned.
When?
Oh, I was discussing students' progress with our principal earlier.
Jaz Milvain. I don't know how he's been allowed to get away with it.
Once again, I agree, whatever the context.
That talking dolphin. That was my idea. Only mine wasn't friendly. Spoke Russian, not cute American. I love you, Grandpa Funny Flippers. He was a trained spy.
I think if I'd come up with that, I might have kept quiet about it.
I have been. Till now.
So, what do you propose to do? Ned? Gone. Well, that's got me warmed up. Quite sweaty, really. Better put these curtains back up.
Oh, this happens to me everywhere I go. Oh, you wouldn't believe people would be so inconsiderate.
Oh, I would, but then I've had to cope with my sister for the last 40 years.
Morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I had rather a disturbed night. How's breakfast looking?
Not good.
Not another mug gone, Rosemary.
No, the bread knife. That rather odd man just stormed off with it. I can't say I'm sorry to see the back of him.
Would this be Ned?
Yes, he was muttering to himself. I'm a bit concerned about what he might do. I mean, I've seen with Dad how unstable behaviour can turn violent and how people like my sister pretend it's not happening.
Was he muttering anything in particular, Maureen?
She's more bothered about her half-term arrangements last February, for instance.
He said he was going off to the village to right some wrongs and making strange clicking noises.
Clicking noises? Like a dolphin.
I suppose so, yes.
Oh, dear.
What do you think we ought to do, Professor?
Well, we don't absolutely have to have toast. We can just stick a few more bits of bacon under the grill. I don't know if anyone fancies frying up some mushrooms.
I'll do it.
It's all right, I'm halfway there. I'm used to doing everything.
Not a bad title for your first-person novella, Maureen.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I keep saying, write what you know. I can hear Penelope Wilton reading the audiobook now.
Oh, I do like her.
Well, get her in for the day. She could knock off both I'm used to doing everything and where's my mug, you bastard. Still have time to get to Waitress.
I've never had this much encouragement. Ever. I didn't even get a "come on, Rosemary" when I was struggling through that tunnel of tiles for the Guy's proficiency badge.
Happy to be of service. Maureen, if you were thinking of doing eggs, maybe yolk broken and turned over quickly? An old-fashioned, muscular Christian might well have taken a dim view of my choosing not to alert one of my oldest and closest friends to his possible impending assassination. But, rightly or wrongly, society has changed since the days of Baden-Powell. And as with my students, there had been many years of bitterness, disappointment and frustration which led me to this course of inaction. So it was that Professor Reardon found himself later on a rare sunny afternoon seated in the orchard, straw hat at a rakish angle, discoursing on the writer's life, surrounded by admiring neophytes. Or at any rate, neophytes with fuel allowances.
I poured you another glass of cordial, Professor.
Oh, thank you, Rosemary. Where was I?
The lane.
Yes, les sanglolons, des violons, de l'automne. As the onlyest Paul put it so eloquently to his friend Rambo.
Help! Get me out of here, buddy!
Rambo, the Hollywood version, just back from Vietnam, Jaz.
Shut up, Ed. You gotta help me. There's a madman after me with a bread knife.
You ruined my life, you dolphin thief!
Right, one of you go into the village and call the police.
Suppose that's me again?
Well, I'm more than happy to do it.
Thank you, Rosemary.
No, not the police. And not the Inland Revenue either. I don't want anyone poking their noses in around here.
Death duties you should be worrying about, Jaz.
Call this number instead, will you, Maureen? Please?
See, that's all it takes.
How did you get Ping's mobile number?
Come on!
So, we've abandoned the plan to disarm him with the language of Shakespeare, then?
Down here!
What's this?
The old ice house!
Oh, of course.
I'll never find us in here.
I wish I'd known about this earlier. It's a lot cosier than my bedroom.
We used to keep the bubbly down here back in the day.
Back in the day? What is this, Heart FM drive time? Back in the day? You'd be saying, see what I did there next?
You need to get out more, Reardon. Ooh, Dom Perignon bottle. Must be left over from my 40th.
I don't recall being invited.
You certainly were. My PA sent you a fax, but you were in the drying out clinic.
Yeah, that was barley wine well drunk. You never came to see me, did you?
My marriage happened to be breaking down at the time.
No, because of the PA who sent the fax by any chance?
Ginny? No. She wrecked the one after, when I was in the Caribbean directing the Christmas Miss Marple.
I was going to say we've come a long way.
Except we haven't really, have we?
No, still hiding from dissatisfied customers. Do you remember when we climbed down the fire escape at TV Centre that day the head of children's drama wanted her money back?
Could have married her too, so that really was an escape. Just check if Matey's lurking around outside.
No, all clear.
Why do these people do it? I mean, I know why you're here, for the 600 quid.
700.
You don't think you're getting paid for hiding in the woods when you've got a seminar to deliver? I'm doing it as a favour to the Arts Council.
And to spite your ex-wife.
Exactly. But what do these people get out of it? Have any of them shown any inkling of talent?
No, nor have you lately.
Or you, if we're being brutally honest. But what I mean is, why do they come here?
It's something to spend their money on. They're all rolling in it.
Well, they must have some motivation beyond that. Everybody does something for a reason.
None of the characters in your films do.
Maybe it's just to touch the hem of greatness. Good Lord, that's a pair of my old trousers.
Trouser? Looks like they've been cut in half. More here. Shirts, pants, a fragment of bomber jacket.
Yeah, she said in her notes he'd chopped everything up. Never knew where it went. Listen, what's her name? Janet. Was she a scissors girl or secateurs?
Garden shears. Get through the corduroy, you see.
You had that long garden, didn't you, with the Wendy house?
Spent many a night in there. Well, most of me did. I could never get both my legs inside.
Should have told me, mate. I'd have lent you this trouser. Shh. Penknife Bertie might hear us.
After another 3 hours of reminiscence, lubricated by the discovery of a by now 25-year-old half bottle of sherry, Jaz and I decided to risk making a break for it. The Shropshire weather had reverted to Plan A, and under cover of mist and drizzle, we stumbled back to the house, where we were relieved to find that Jaz's emergency call to our agent had had the desired calming effect.
OK, Ned, this is the agency's boilerplate agreement, yeah? It's to protect your intellectual copyright, right? You just sign next to me here, here and here.
Do I have to draw a flower above my name as well, Ping?
No, duh, because Ned Fox hasn't got an eye in it. Oh, I tell you what you could do. You could draw a pair of ears over the O and some eyes and a little foxy smile.
What, 3 times?
Yeah, well, up to you, Nedo. You're the writer. That's what David Hare does. Longer ears, obs.
Hello, Ping.
Not now, Ed. I'm with a client.
Him?
Yes, Ned and I are just signing an eternal world contract guaranteeing him in perpetuum that none of his ideas will ever be half-inched again.
Ah, I see.
In any galaxy yet to be, discovered by Brian Cox or whomsoever.
No, I haven't signed it yet. I'm not sure I trust agents.
Now, that's where you're wrong, Ned. Well, right in 99% of cases, but Ping is unique among her agent class. You can believe every word she says.
Yes, and neither you nor Jaz have any complaints about me whatsoever, do you?
No.
That contract, I wouldn't
Now,
mind
what Jaz means is no as well.
No dissent now or in the future?
No.
Oh, and Ned, there's a restraining order on that other railway chappie you don't like. He can't come within 3 platforms of you.
Oh, all right then.
Matter of interest, what happened to the bread knife?
Oh, we used it to cut the focaccia I brought. Ping's yummy tapenade. All gone, I'm afraid, guys. Oh, sad face.
Better give me that knife back. Now I've got an agent. I'm going to build myself a writing hut in the woods.
Ned, go to your room and think up some more of those amazeballs ideas, like the talking potato that sorts out the world's problems. Go, go, go! The future of Channel 4 drama's in your hands.
OK. I think he might kill his father in episode 2.
Ping, thank you so
You are the luckiest pair of 10-stone testicles I have ever had the misfortune to represent, and I handled the New Tricks low cholesterol cookbook.
Never should have lied him.
Oh, you can count yourselves lucky that my grandma's cousin married into the de Lacys, or I wouldn't have been spending the weekend in a castle anywhere near close enough to dig you out of trouble.
No, Ping, sorry.
Right, well, instead of looking at your shoes and feeling sorry for yourselves, you can think about how to start making the agency some money.
A talking potato is not a bad idea, actually.
And yeah, I thought so too. Let's nick it.
Why not? It worked in Toy Story 1, 2 and 3.
Ed, can you knock out a treatment by Monday?
He's called Spud, and he's got a girlfriend called Charlotte. No, Desiree.
Yes.
Ed?
Ed, come back this instant!
And in recognition of everything you've done for us, Professor, we know you like your wine, so we've clubbed together to get you this.
Although you won't be surprised to hear it was me who actually went out and bought it, as per.
Well, I'm lost for words.
Oh, you'll find them, Professor. In French, if we're lucky.
After a sojourn at the Jaz Milvain Foundation for the Arts, runs the somewhat optimistic and ungrammatical final paragraph of the brochure, friendships are forged that will endure as long as your desire to nourish your soul by opening a book or Kindle. It brings to mind one of those lachrymose actors' diaries which claim after 3 days' rehearsal of Titus Andronicus and Solihull that we've all become one big happy family. Nevertheless, at the end of the week's confessional outpourings, I admit to experiencing a slight twinge of fellow feeling, probably indetectable. Thank you, Rosemary. All of you. Don't worry, I'm not going to cry on you. But you guys are the best.
Oh, so sweet.
And I'll treasure this bottle of Blue Nun. In fact, I promise never even to open it in honour of what we've achieved here at this extraordinary institution.
Oh, hello, Olga. Good to have you back on my head. What time? Oh, good grief. Been asleep for 14 hours.
Maybe I shouldn't have drunk all that Blue Nun.
Let's see what I've missed.
Coming up on Radio 4 after the Archers, a 2-part front row special. Mark Lawson talks to Will Self about his blistering new satire in which a carrot resembling the Virgin Mary is hailed as a miracle until it starts exposing the hypocrisies of world religions.
Oh, poor Ned. Another wave missed.
Oh, no, he's tracked me down on the police computer. I'm not answering it.
In fact, I'm not available to discuss matters creative, soul nourishment, or any other bloody thing.
Hi, Ed, Suki at Berkhamsted Living here. Just wondering if you'd like to give us a list of your holiday reading. About 1,000 words by close of play tomorrow. That'd be completely fab. And obviously we'd send you a free copy of the magazine.
No! Go away! Leave me in peace!
Ed Reardon's Week starred Christopher Douglas, Stephanie Cole, Jonathan Coy, Corrie Corfield, Philip Jackson, Felicity Montagu, Barunka O'Shaughnessy, Carolyn Pickles, Nicola Sanderson, Alison Steadman and Geoffrey Whitehead. It was written by Christopher Douglas and Andrew Nickolds. The producer was Dawn Ellis.
And if you enjoyed that, you might also like the free download that we have on the Radio 4 website entitled Comedy of the Week. You'll find it if you click on Ed Reardon's page. It gives you a selection of the week's comedy on Radio 4 and includes not only him, but also Mitchell and Webb and Stephen K. Amos, together with Radio 4's Comedy Advent Calendar. It's all on the Radio 4 website. Just take a click around.
Richard Wilson is having an identity crisis.
Imagine that. You spend 55 years being Richard Wilson, and then you're someone else.
trapped somewhere between fiction and reality.
Richard Wilson wasn't grumpy. He, stroke I, was nothing like him, stroke me.
And in need of some professional help.
So, tell me all about your relationship with the late Victor Meldrew.
So I did. I told her everything.
A new series of Believe It on BBC Radio 4 this Wednesday morning at 11:30. After the news, do you know your wines, and how would you fare against the sommelier? You and yours test sparkling wines in 4 minutes' time here on BBC Radio 4.